brand new Ilia Topuria did such an incredible job last night. And this guy is going to be the biggest superstar in the UFC based on everything that he did. 1 week out from his fight with the greatest featherweight of all time, he calls his shot. He changes his Instagram profile to say UFC champion 15-0. He said first round knockout. He didn't get it in the first round, but he got it in the second round. The antics, the filmography that he did right when this fight was announced. Ilia Topuria is going to be a huge Conor McGregor level superstar, mark my word. Now guys, I feel like I have inherited the Lucas Tracey curse because the last three main events that I've predicted every single one of them wrong. When I first started my channel, I got 2 in a row right, and then the last 3, I thought Colby was going to beat Leon. I thought Strickland was going to beat DDP. I think Strickland won that fight. And then I thought that Volk was going to humiliate Topuria, and I haven't gotten a single thing right since then. But every single video I've seen of Lucas Tracey predicting, he's gotten it right the last 3. So have I inherited the curse? Let me know what you think in the comments. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ultimate Punching, the ultimate MMA channel. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. And before I get into the rest of the video, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, it helps with the YouTube algorithm and it helps me grow the channel. So guys, I got it wrong. I did say that I thought Volk would humiliate Ilia Topuria. I thought that if we got the Volkanovski that we saw fight Islam Makhachev a year ago, that Ilia Topuria doesn't stand a chance. But unfortunately, I don't think we got that Volkanovski. I think Volkanovski's chin is gone. What we saw, like the first round, he did really well. He won that round, right? But I feel like we've seen Volk take shots similar to the one that put him out there in the second round and still stay standing. So I'm wondering if that head kick from Islam kind of messed with Volk's chin a little bit. Now, all the credit to Ilia Topuria, he did a phenomenal job. But I'm just, it's just something I'm wondering that, has his chin been effective? Can he now be more easily KO'd than he was able to in the past? Because I do remember that he's been hit by some heavy hitters in the past and stayed standing. But this was such an incredible performance by Ilia Topuria, and I feel like this guy is going to be an absolute stud, an absolute superstar, a menace in the division. But the question is, who does he face next? Now, Volk is angling for he's asking for an immediate rematch, which in a certain sense, I think he deserves that. He has held the belt for a really long time. He's been the king of that division. He is the GOAT of that division. But at the same time, I would like to see him give himself a little bit of time to recover. The main thing that I said in my predictions in my previous videos about Volk is I don't know whether or not he's going to be the same guy that we saw prior to him getting KO'd by Islam Makhachev. Usually when fighters come back really quickly after a KO knockout, they're not the same. There's a little bit, gun shy, a little bit hesitant. Their chin isn't the same, all these different things. And I kind of feel like we saw that there. I could be wrong. I don't really know, but I would like to see him take some time to rest. Give him 6 months to recover before he fights again. Now, I know he's not going to want that, but that's just kind of what I'm feeling. At the same time, really and truly, there's only kind of 2 matches right now that are possible. Ilia Topuria versus Volk in a rematch, or Ilia Topuria versus Ivolov, right? Because right now, I would love to see Max Holloway get in there for a title shot against Topuria, but Max is busy. He's fighting Justin Gaethje. And then you have Yair and Ortega scheduled to fight as well. So everybody in the top 5 is busy with the exception of Volk, with the exception of Ivolov. So either one of those guys to fight. I personally would actually like to see Volk fight Ivolov before he gets another title fight, because he's won 1 fight in his last 4, right? I mean, the guy that beat him twice is Islam Makhachev, but nevertheless. But the thing that makes this just the sweetest, I'm still kind of processing what happened, right? I'm processing the fact that Volk is no longer the featherweight champion. But everybody's time comes to an end. But the thing that makes this the most sweet is that a couple years ago, Paddy Pimblett called him hand sanitizer bottle boy. And he said something to the effect of that lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep, right? And now we have Ilia Topuria as the world champion who did something nobody expected. He did something absolutely incredible. Now he is the world champion at featherweight. And Paddy Pimblett is still fighting bums at lightweight. And frankly, I don't think he cracks the top 5 anytime soon. I think he can make it into the top 15, but he certainly isn't beating anyone in the top 5 right now, in my opinion. So there's all of that stuff that I find super interesting. It makes that really sweet. Ilia Topuria is going to be a huge superstar. One thing that I would absolutely love to see, but I don't think we're going to see it, is I would love to see Topuria face Sugar Sean O'Malley. If Sugar Sean O'Malley beats Chito Vera, I would love to see a super fight between those two guys. I think Topuria would clobber Sugar Sean, but at the same time, I just think the build-up to that would create, a super fight, one of the first super fights we've had in a while. That being said, I don't think we see Sugar Sean. I don't think Sugar Sean beats Merab. Merab is really good. That being said, there is that chance. When Henry hit him in that first round, it wobbled Merab a little bit. So, if Sugar Sean can get a precise, 1-2 off, he might be able to knock him out. I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's kind of, the recap I have. I'd like to see Volk take a little bit of time. Ilia Topuria, what a star. By the way, I just want to point out one more thing to make myself feel just a little bit better about the fact that I'm being wrong all the time. I did say in one of my videos that I think Ilia Topuria, his confidence is infectious to the point where I almost believe him, but I still ended up picking Volk. I also want to say the other thing I was right about was that him taking that short notice fight with Islam Makhachev. This was one of the first videos I ever did on my channel. I said that was a huge mistake and probably the biggest mistake of his career. And so I was right about that. So I need to make myself feel a little bit better. Being wrong 3 times in a row is something that I'm not used to it, okay? So I think I've inherited that Lucas Tracey curse, but congrats to Ilia Topuria, and I think that guy's going to be champ for a while. I don't think the next fight with Volk is going to go too much differently, just because of the fact that, that guy has the KO power, and just how he went about it too. He started off slowly, made his reads, didn't go too gung-ho, and then in the second round did what he needed to do to get the finish. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, that's kind of what I saw there, and yeah, just amazing performance by Ilia Topuria.